Hey guys, so this is just a continuation of uh, about 15 videos I already made about replacing the expansion valve. Um, if you look at the other videos, I tell you that it didn't work, and that's because it didn't work. Um, it's the same exact thing though. I had about 60 degrees maximum, even when driving for about 20-30 minutes. And that's all I could get out of it. I just turned the car off, so it's going to be going up now, above 60. But if you could see this thermometer here, it's the most I ever got was 57, and that's it's random. Sometimes it'll go to 57, sometimes 60, 62. When you're driving or not driving, maybe stopped at a red light. Sometimes it feels like it actually gets colder. Um, well, in the video before this, I told you I was going to replace the control valve on the AC compressor, or control valve solenoid. People call them different things, and that's what I'm going to do today. I ordered the part. I paid $23 for it, free shipping, and it says it fits my AC compressor. So we'll see. I don't know if it will fit or not. Um, I can't remember the model number of my compressor, but I think it was something like I don't know if it began with 7 or SEU 17C or something like that. But it's a Denso AC compressor. I'm not sure if it's original on this car, which is a 2004 Mercedes C230, w203, 1.8 engine. But the only way to find out is if you actually remove it. Now, I just came back again for the second or third time from a place where they drain the AC for you. I got it done, I think, at least twice. One for the expansion valve, and one just because I thought it was contaminated. And the guy also thought that if you drain it, sometimes you could put new Freon in there, and it would also work. So I got it drained twice. It got charged $20 each time. Same guy, and this time he didn't charge me anything. I came back and he was laughing, and he says, "Don't worry about it." He says, "This is like the third time you came back." He says, "Don't worry, I'll drain it for you for free." So he did it for free. That was, nice of him, because money's adding up here. 32 on an expansion valve, then 20, then 20, and if I had to pay another 20, so yeah, it was nice of him to do that. So anyway, today, that's what I'm going to do. I just got home though. The car is extremely hot, and so is that compressor. So I'm going to put some fans on this car all around it, some on the engine, some through the wheel well on the compressor. Um, well, I won't explain anything to you now. Later on, when I start doing the repair, I'll let you know the model number of the compressor and any information I can get off the compressor, and where I bought the expansion valve, if it fits. When I look it up on the internet, it says that it doesn't fit. Now, I find it impossible that the whole world doesn't have an expansion valve. Not expansion valve, I'm sorry, control valve for the AC compressor. I looked everywhere, but when I type in that model number, like what I told you before, I think it was 7SEU 17C or something like that. You know, the control valve actually comes up and it says that it will fit that Denso, and it says only Denso. But when you type in the car model number and everything, it says will not fit your car. So I don't know what's going on there. I took a chance. I bought it. I guess we'll see what happens later. Um, so just to recap, um, the AC about a year ago started getting bad. Um, it would be 52, then 55, then 57, and it just started getting worse. I drained the Freon. I put new in. It seemed like it was pretty decent, but not anywhere near 40 degrees in the car like other people. So, um, I changed the expansion valve, which is very easy on this car. I also flushed the system. I made sure there wasn't too much oil in there because that would also cause a problem, of course. I looked at the receiver dryer. It looked fine. I put air and I put AC flush to all, not to some of the hoses. Um, not the ones that were connected to the compressor because I can't get at them, and I'm not about to take out the compressor on this car. It's buried. So, is after changing the expansion valve, I still got the same exact degrees in here. So obviously, the expansion valve, my original from Mercedes, was still good. Okay, so my next step is to change that control valve solenoid on the AC compressor. Now this car, it seems like there's a little space about 2.5 inches, and I'm going to try to get in there with some the snap ring pliers. I'm not sure if the handles on them are long enough, but if they're not, I'll see if I have some metal that I can bend, or maybe even not bend. I don't know. It has to be thin and strong though. But I will put that on each side of the handles to make it longer, and I'll just put a bunch of tape, just box tape. Box tape is very strong. The clear tape you use for boxes. I'll just wrap a bunch of it around there. It should be definitely strong enough. And then of course I have to have room to actually squeeze it, and the shock can't be in the way and stuff like that. So I don't know how it's going to work out, but make sure you drain the Freon. Do not let it into the atmosphere, of course. If someone sees you doing it, you're in big trouble. It's thousands of dollar fine. And you never know. Everyone has cameras on their house, so don't do anything stupid. Pay the $20, get it drained. Maybe somebody will do it for you for free. Who knows? I mean, it's just taking out the Freon. It takes about 5 minutes. And don't forget, of course, after you install this control valve, you should vacuum the system again, because now you probably introduced air into the system. If there's an air bubble in the system, your air condition will not work correctly. I know a few people who did this, and I said, did you vacuum it? And they said, what does that mean? How do I do it? And I said, well, you got to buy the special vacuum, and you got to vacuum the system, and get all that moisture out, get all the air out and stuff like that. And he said, oh, I didn't know that. I just changed the line on it, and then I put Freon. He said it was good for a few minutes, and then it got hot again, and then he did it the right way, and it's been like probably a year, and it's working fine. So make sure you don't have any air in the system. What else? I don't know. Well, that's it. But later on, I will show you how and if I could remove that valve, and if this worked. You saw the temperature now. Of course, it's going up because I stopped the car, but I don't get more than 57. Okay, but it's still cool. I'll admit. If you have this blowing on your face, 57 degrees is enough to keep you cool in the car in 90-degree weather. All right, so it's actually I'm lucky to get that. All right, but anyway, let me stop talking. I'll talk to you guys later when I change the valve, and we'll see if there's any difference. And don't worry, I never cut my videos. I never skip anything. And I don't need a thumbs up. And I don't need a thumbs down either. So keep that in mind, okay? I'm not a professional. I'm not a mechanic. All right, I'm just trying to help you guys out. All right, talk to you in the next